It's a bit quiet. Hello and welcome to this this first episode of Bear and Breakfast, a game that there we go. A game that released today. Oh, I love that. There's a Celsius Fahrenheit option. Incredible. So far, okay. I will figure that out as I play the game. But yeah, this game. I am recording this on the day that it comes out. Hopefully I'll also have it out on the day it comes out, but there's no promises. Ooh, okay, maybe a little loud. Let's see, what does it look like on the thing? That looks fine. I might just have my own personal volume too loud. Let me turn that down a little. Can't I ever fall asleep on time? Spaces to advance. I'm gonna be so tired tomorrow. He's gonna kill me. Hank's hands got very cold all of a sudden. His forehead felt heavy with a crushing pressure. Hi. Dark figure with glowing eyes stared from far away. Withered stones and dry wood surrounded him. Suddenly a blinding jolt of lightning illuminated the sky. Thunder cracked. Shriek pierced through the air. There was no one there. Everything fell dark and silent again, except for the rain. Forget I said anything. Alright. Sleep is overrated. Understandable. Hello. Oh my god, that little ear flick. Hi. I can't move. Do not. Don't what? See? Because that's already happening. You're just in a black void. Move. Okay. Do not move. Can't do that either. Wants to move around. Well, that's convenient. Oh my god. Look at this walk cycle. I love it. Find. Yeah? You mean like an introspection thing? I love you. I'm assuming this bear is Hank. I can't see anything, by the way. My, bed. Okay. Yeah. My, what is it? My screen is on the lowest brightness, so there's a good chance that you guys are seeing something I'm not. Let me, in fact, why don't I just turn the brightness up? Nope, okay. It is just as dark. Oh, do you mind? Oh, yeah, I'm back in the game. Oh my god, look at this. Sleep. There we are. Yeah, sure, I'll just take a nap in the deathbed. We've all been there, Hank. How do I do that? E to interact. Thank you, terrifying voice. Don't. Uh-huh. You're not great at making your mind up. I mean, that is accurate to me. Don't wake up? Okay. Don't wake. Alrighty. Well, that was normal. So there was dust on my screen. That's it. No more dumplings before bed. For the third time, Hank. Let's see what's up. Okay, so it's okay, I've got the achievement for starting the game. Sleep is overrated. Interact. Can't interact with any of this. Oh, got stuck on that. Okay. God, I love this walk cycle so much. Okay, I'm not allowed through any of those doors. This is the door I'm assuming to progress the plot. Hi, Mom. Space to continue now. Welcome up. Well, aren't you a bag of bones? Okay. Good to see hibernation hasn't kicked in yet. Can't call it that every time I get a little extra sleep. Besides, I had a hard time sleeping. Too many thoughts. That little face. Oh, there's the cursor. It's very cute. Look at that little face. Well, that runs in the family. Have you tried thinking less? Thanks. No, where's Annie? In a room with Will. Probably I should go wake him up. Yeah. Okay, so this is adventure mode that we're in. I'm assuming I'm assuming because I have to build a bed and breakfast, there's like a build mode and stuff like that. I don't know any cooking recipes. Oh, interesting. So that's where I cook, I guess. No, this is nothing. Huh? Oh, I like that. God, the animations in this game are really good. Hello. Good morning. It's not very good morning of you. There's nothing good about being up this early. Don't smell any reason to be up yet. What do you mean I could smell him a mile away? It's in the docket today, boss, digging a new hole next to the other holes. Mom said she might let us cross the creek today and check into the bush mushrooms. Okay. For that. How come we never get to do fun stuff anymore, like a good old visit to the dumpster? Not past the fence anymore. Besides, there hasn't been any new garbage in months. Won't find any garbage or shrooms in here. Let's go already. This morning we're up. Let's do stuff. Yeah, as long as you're awake. They warned me betrayal never comes from your enemies. Will, are you okay? Oh my god, he's so fucking tiny. Did you? Okay, yeah, sure. Over here near the weird statue? Get your digging claws ready. Here it comes. Yeah. Look at him, he's so little. In adventure mode, you can walk around, interact with things, and pick up items for your inventory. Yeah. I figured. Shrooms? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay. Oh, hang on. Choice access to adventure mode menu. Okay, what button do I press for the menu? Use filter or organize button to sort the items. Throw whatever you don't need using the delete slot, minimap. Yeah, okay. Cool. So that appears to be my inventory, but yeah, it's I. It's I for the menu. Hi. This sure is a thing. Odd looking fella. Hey. Miss M. Did you sleep alright? As good as ever. Whatever that means. Today is a very special day. I need to go. Okay, point me to the hole. To Black Moss. I know I said no going past the fence, but you've all been so good and I need your help. Are you good? The bush around the tombstone is getting a little thick and the flowers aren't in bloom anymore, so I'll need you to find me a bundle of alligator weed. I believe we get to leave this stinking place. Adventure. Anyway, Hank, you're in charge of this operation. This is what I'm looking for. Take the notebook so you don't forget. Okay. Don't lose it again. Oh. Yeah, my parents got home from Niagara Falls today, so they're doing stuff. Well, I won't. He will. Right, you see, remember, you're getting that bundle and straight back. Now one step further than this swamp. Okay. This is a collectible item. Collectibles are special items that give you various perks. Find your current unlocked collectibles on the character screen. A quest log from the menu bar. Current quest tracking. The main story of the game will be flagged. Okay. Quest status icons will display over characters. Orange means available. Blue means in progress. Green means ready. Okay. So, quests. Black Moss through the thicket. Okay. So, you can see on the mini-map here, it's telling me to go this away. Yeah, sure is an odd-looking fella. Oh, what's over here? Can't read what it says. I love the way he walks. The swingy little arms. It's all so good. Okay, down here. The three friends find themselves further than they'd ever gone before. Past the soothing Meckids. Meckids? The fuck does that mean? Meadows and the quiet streams of the thicket. Margaret wouldn't know, but this is not exactly their first adventure. Annie, the Karelian dog. Brave but clumsy. Will, the poor Will. Grumpy on the outside, but surprisingly even more so on the inside. And Hank, the brown bear. Cheerful and curious. Maybe a little concerned about the promise he made back home. He's gonna lose that notebook. Mom, definitely not gonna wander too far in an adventurous fashion, I promise. Yeah, okay. Yeah. spread out. Okay. Oh, jeez. This is what I get for having my monitor on the lowest. Hi. Itchy fur just means more friends to hang out with. Cool. Good talk. Oh. A bunch of see you later completed. Okay, I guess that's what that quest was. What? I heard it too. We'd better go. Haven't found the thing for your mom yet. And I think that's what it said. That's what I meant. We're going back. But I bet it's a brand new garbage truck. Don't care. Mom said straight back. She also said to get some Gatorade. We haven't found any yet. Maybe there's some in the truck. Okay. So where's it? It's telling me to go over there. I kind of want to see what's around here. There's a thing over there that's glowing. I want to get to it. Ooh, there's a thing here too. Okay. I think I will only find pathways to go the place that the story wants me to. That's one big rock. Is it? I can't see. Oh shit, that whole thing is a rock. I thought that was a tree. It's a timber crossing. Got the little rebel achievement. I've gotten, I think, 3 achievements since starting the game. That's a little, it's a little much. And by a little much, I mean we don't need achievements. Oh. Ah, so this will be the place I take over. Hello. I'm gonna stand in the. Oh, that's weird. Oh. Not entirely sure what that was. There's something weird going on with my computer where sometimes it'll just open up this little green icon. And I haven't been able to. Oh. Ah. I'm gonna steal everything. Like there's 6 valuables. Oops, sorry. Yeah, just while I'm here, I'm going to steal everything you own. Take that. Collected 5 valuables. I don't know what valuables are. I'm assuming they're a currency. I was not supposed to do any of that. I just saw the option to steal and collected 3 valuables. I just saw the option to steal and went with it. Ooh. The reason all the jokes about Mondays are so terrible is because people only think them up on a Monday. Okay. Oh, that was Will. I thought that was a little bottle. No, that's Will. Will stayed up all night watching movies again, something about a dog named Marley. I don't know, fell asleep halfway through. Finn, hi. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Grab opportunity by the throat and show it who's boss. Okay. Strange Shark had a shiny, bouncy exterior and wore cool sunglasses. A little gray speaker box was strapped to his neck, putting out nonsense. It reminded Hank of Will's TV. Next to the little car had a big advert for something called Bon Voyage. Nothing weird about it at all. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Yeah. Hello. Be part of the next exciting experience. Enticing escape. Electrifying enterprise. Someone in there. You there, fine gentleman in the orange coat? I am pretty gentle. How would you like to own the next minor share in the next major maneuver? Well, I'm not into anything major, but I do like sharing. And I must reiterate, the share is very minor. What do we get to share again? Very, very minor. Exactly. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bon Voyage is a multinational, multi-layered, multi-year friend corporation. Ah, no. Hate. Offering secure touristry, adjacent goods and services in exchange for valuable personal collateral. Uh-huh. Don't think you ever had me to begin with. Just bring in your old, useless, priceless family jewelry or expensive heirloom of choice and we'll give you 1 to 3 day all-inclusive voucher for the vacation of a lifetime. Okay. Don't have anything expensive or a heirloom. Bon Voyage is also on the lookout for brand new ventures and locations. Why does he keep saying it like that? For its millions of customers all around the valley. We will take any location or premises, no matter how rundown or decrepit, to offer our very human patrons the holidays they deserve. That's weird. Wait, for humans to live here? I don't think anyone wants to live here. They're just for tourists. I've seen this before. The humans wander around where Shark Boy tells them, then they stare at the trees. I'm trying to forget whatever they're running from. Okay, well. Written in a magazine, humans are whack. Okay. If you were a friend of a friend, would like to offer your home or a house, or has to become a Pawn Voyage premium premises by restoring, repairing, redecorating, and bringing it up to a minimum standard, which frankly no one enforces, and drastically barely alter your monthly income, simply press the green button under my gullet and a representative will get in touch. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what he just said. If I heard that shark right, I'm pretty sure it wants to give us money. Human grade, primo quality, shiny money. All I heard was that humans are coming back. The money has to get here somehow. Humans, I've barely seen one in months. And that's more than enough. Do you see what this means? With your oddly alarming strength, my foolproof understanding of all things, Spoilsport's cheerful attitude, I am cheerful. Just don't care for him, that's all. We stand to make a boatload of cash. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what you just said. Human back, money give, good. Gonna be honest, it's anything other than good. Just go tell the shark we're in. Just use any broken down shed. They're all abandoned anyway. Oh, like the shed I just took everything from. Okay. In the adventure mode menu, you have 2 additional options. If you're not a fan of the dark after midnight, you can sleep until the following morning. This also advances time. Probably gonna have to use that a lot because, like I said, lowest brightness. Can't see shit in the dark. If you like to see the inside of most buildings, you can lower the roof and walls. Okay. So that's this button. Show walls, show roof, show less walls, show no walls. Sleep the night options. Okay. Alright, they're just gonna say basic shit. Yep. I'm gonna press the green button. Hello again. Congratulations, you've been automatically entered into a standard legally binding agreement by using your fingerprint identification data from the local police department. What? Welcome to the family, error unknown pattern. Name suits you. You are now contractually obligated to provide your premium property details within the next 3 business days. Premises is ready to accept our first guest. Who knows anything about human houses? Used to look at the pictures of houses in magazines we found. Could humans maybe just live under a bus? Don't think that cuts at their fragile get scared easy. Sounds familiar. I think I know a thing or two about making a place cozy, and I do not get scared that easily. Think we need help too. We should go find Tony. Don't think we should bother him. Won't mind. I think he'll enjoy the company. I don't know where he is. Doubt he ever left Sawdust. Go and see if you can sniff him out and tell him we need his master woodworking skills. That'll get him going. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is just next to it. I'm gonna pick up these valuable items here. You strike me as a real leave the gun, take the cannoli kind of guy. What? Girl, what does that even... What the fuck? Oh, I accidentally scrolled in. What the fuck does that even mean? Do you know? Or did you just say it? Okay, so valuables appear to be garbage. Ooh. Okay, hang on. I shouldn't do that until the game tells me to, because it's probably going to tell me to. All it's missing is a picnic basket. And I don't know if this is one of the games that's gonna break if you do things out of the order it tells you to. Find Tony the Beaver in Sawdust. Okay. Of course he's a beaver. Why did I think he'd be anything else? Why not simply punch the trees? Excellent question that I think we all should ask ourselves more often. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna steal these plywood planks. I'm all for thievery. Stealing is legal now. Sorry. I've been watching a lot of Owl House reactions and... By God, a bear. It's just me, sir. Hank from the thicket. Oh goodness, you can talk? Just yanking your tail, boy. How's your mother? She's great. Listen, I wanted to ask if you could help us. We've got a... What'd you say so? What do you need? A stack of birch? Your friends and I were wondering an oak spoon. I think Margaret would love that. Has anyone taught you how to saw yet? Is this shark in Timber Crossing? Redwood plaque for your fish? Says he's bringing humans to the valley. Oh, well. We haven't seen those in a while, have we? What could I possibly have to do with that? Much to know about building things for humans. As you of course know, everything people make is perfect. When I took over the mill here, I found all these papers and schematics felt like stumbling upon artifacts. Never thought wood could take so many shapes. Look here. Elaborate contours, knotty frames, perfect angles. Clearly only an incredible being could come up with all this. Can you make all that? Anyone can. It's quite simple once you figure out how to read these things. Would you like me to teach you? I was hoping you could help us fix up this old shack in Timber Crossing. Wonderful. We'll need my back saw and mallet and a ladder, stacks of pine. Bright yellow ones. They're all equal. Okay. Connect with materials in the world and loot their contents. Oh, I've noticed. Oh! You can double tap E. Okay, that's helpful. You can also split stacks for multiple items. Scavenging is one of the main ways for you to obtain materials. Certain materials will respawn periodically in expected locations. We found new trees, stone and marble near rocks, junk around the garbage dump. Extraction materials in the stash near Bon Voyage Cairn. That's just a dumpster. That's literally just a dumpster. Oh wow, okay, I've already got 5 plywood, but I would also just like to take everything that he owns, actually. I think that was a different kind of wood. It was like a darker brown. Okay. I'm gonna take these two. I'm gonna go and look at that thing up there. And then I'm gonna go back to Tony. I wonder where a tree this big could fit. What? I wonder where a tree this big could fit. Okay. Good talk, Hank. Look at this fucking walk animation. It's so good. Hi, Tony. I have so much wood. Did you find all the wood? Yep. Grand, perfect. Just picked it up off the ground. Amazing. Headed to Timber Crossing. I'll see you there. I love him so much. Okay. Yeah, follow the tail. Says you made him ponder the situation you've abruptly gotten yourself into and can't quite shake the feeling you've forgotten something. Yeah, you were supposed to get some weeds for your mom, but that's fine. That's fine, it'll all be fine. What was it called? Was it alligator weed we were supposed to get? Is that a crab? Oh, there's Tony. You can see him on the mini map up here. You can tell it's Tony by the glasses. What's this? Ooh. Copper plate. Where the fuck would I get that? Unlocks fast travel. Ooh. Okay. Yes, all of that is wonderful. And we're gonna use this old shed. Haven't seen a human climb it in years. This will do nicely. Look who decided to finally show up. So I was telling your friend here that wood you brought ought to be enough. I'll get started on this. Still clean the shed of all the garbage. I think I can do that. Did I not already do that? Oh, there was one little piece of debris left. Right, that's the crafting table. Okay, so I've learned this game won't break if you do things out of order. Clean up the shed. Yep. Great. Now we'll have to use this old workbench. You can't hammer a nail in thin air. You need someplace to make it work. Table next to the tree. Grab some wood and yeah, fix this thing up. 31 pieces of wood. Oh, can now be used to build rooms and craft furniture. Excellent news. Hi. Did you get that workbench fixed? Sure did. It's good enough. Excuse me. Alright. Damn. He's a fast worker, baby's first building. Excuse me, you have plenty of time to get better. Now, humans got over the cold stone floors and itchy hay a while ago. They'd much rather sleep on a clean, soft, springy surface. Here, this is none of those things, but it'll do. Beautiful. Shabby pallet bed. Go make one at the workbench. Okay, I can do that. I assume, yes. Ooh, okay. Crafting. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, I did get a bunch of cotton sheets. Okay. I have made one of those. Good, okay. It's escape tags and menus. Make the bed. Got it right here. Didn't think it could look worse than the schematics, but here we are. I've been excellent. You're doing so well. Better than mine back home. It's just sad. Alan put it to good use. Make a bedroom, put the bed in it. Okay. Ah, yeah. Building rooms. Workbench. You can build edit rooms. Pick a room type from the list. Some resorts only support a limited number of room types. Okay. Draw the footprint of the room until you reach the maximum required size, minimum required size. At least you can add and remove tiles using plus and minus tile buttons. If a room requires a door to function, but a room can have multiple doors, add more with the add doors. Rooms also require mandatory objects. Grab furniture from your inventory and place it in the cabins in build mode. You can rotate in a piece of furniture before you place it using R. Confirm building the room by clicking the check mark. Make sure it's not overlapping anything. Edit or delete rooms in build mode by selecting one using room panel buttons. Okay. I'm sure I will figure out what all that means later. Where is my money? Ah, there we go. I've got 250 monies. Okay. Right. Oh, and the inventory's right here. I'm just gonna leave some nails on the ground. Wait, hang on. Did that do it? That didn't do it. Oh. Alright. I'm not allowed to just leave nails on the ground. Never mind. How... Oh, Jesus. How does one say yes to this? Ah, up here. 160 for the room. Okay. Apparently I forgot how to read menus. Yes, 0 stains and all. Brilliant. I almost prefer it to the dead tree I used to sleep in. You encourage weird. And this is the most important step. Humans always need to feed their false sense of superiority by having someone around they can look down on. Sure seem to know a lot about that. So we're going to need to make them feel welcome by putting down a little table at the front of the house that tells them where to go. A little black book to keep records for the shark. So you make it quite straightforward, really. There's new items available for purchase. If you've made it, just put it down in the shed and then it's time to break in the dough. Still have not gotten alligator weed for our mother. Crafting. No, space. Ah, there we are. No, not build room, just inventory. The front desk will be uncomfortably close to the door? No, it'll be here. But then I can't, hang on. I can rotate this object, can't I? Yeah. So I'm gonna stick it there. That looks hideous, but it's fine. It's fine. This front desk, if it's in there. Looks good. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a natural, Hank. Such a fast learner. It's not that great. It took me forever and there's barely anything in there. Are they even gonna like it? You sure know how to take a compliment. Sorry, thank you? Thank you. Talk to Shark. We've got his thing ready. Right. Every time I keep thinking, ooh, a thing I can loot, but no, it's just nothing to yet. Press the green button. We'd like to have some humans over. Congratulations, your premium property is now listed on the network. Time had come to unleash something both intriguing and unfortunate on Silver Valley. People. These dewy, mostly hairless creatures were a controversial topic in the neighborhood. Some thought they were godly beings, forging the world with their magic and machines. Mostly because they left behind food and other stuff that animals liked. Others would throw a fit of rage, calling them unqualified harbingers of doom. Bit dramatic, if you asked Hank. All he knew for sure was what his mom always said. Keep your distance. So much for that. Congratulations, now listed on the network. You can start earning hardly life-changing income. Except your first guest through your experience of a lifetime. Front desk can be used to... Yeah, I'm not going to read this out loud. Active resorts you've discovered. Ooh. Displays available bedrooms. Bedrooms will be listed. The guest will request a stay. Outside rooms. Demands for the room. Accept is. I guess your bedroom for stay. Okay. Resort's supposed to run. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, I got half stuck in that. Hello. Opinions? Still don't know what that's supposed to mean. Details. Guest requests. Oh, you're cute. Yeah, comfort 5, decoration 2. I think we actually have that. Amount of guest requests you get each day is +1. Okay. Yeah. Yes, it is exactly what she wants. It's almost like it's the tutorial mission, and they did that on purpose. Okay. I have to go up and talk to the shark again. Got a human on the way. Congratulations, you are now on your way to financial independence. In actuality, you are much, much closer to financial ruin, but you have a head start, and that probably means something. In any case, make sure you keep up with guest demands, as they tend to become pickier and pickier. Sadly, an issue technology hasn't been able to solve yet. Got the achievement number 1. Alright. What is it, buddy? Uh-oh, alert, alert. Looks like your premium property is lacking the LP department. Prestige. That means that the decoration levels of your property aren't up to our low standards. It's ugly. Looks just like my room. In order to attract more lucrative guests, just make your properties more appealing by adding non-essential ornamental furniture and knickknacks. Guests go crazy for knickknacks. One uncomfortable sentence. Raise the property prestige level to a satisfying degree before returning. Yeah, okay. Across all resorts or across one resort? Across a resort. Increase prestige by decoration score. Okay, yep. Sure thing. Oh, it's telling me to go over here. I'm guessing this is where the dumpster is, and I'm gonna find things that I can make ornamental furniture with. Nope. I find Tuck. Hi. Where'd you come from? I live here. Where did you come from? Alright, enough with the questions. What are you after? Sure sounds like a question. Trash? Junk? Muck? Looking for something humans like. Something that would make them feel more distinguished. Slop? Scrap? Rubble? No, I need something exquisite. That's where you're wrong, my colossal companion. I got what you need. Stumbled upon the most handsome curator of crap this side of the valley. There isn't one thing these animals throw away that I can't flip back at them. Let me have a look in that dumpster. Not so fast, mother. How do I know I can trust you? My authoritative height. Be that as it may, we don't trade with just anyone off the street. My head would be in a gutter before noon. But I do spend a lot of time down there. But you gotta be approved before I can sell you anything. Tell you what, there's a bus depot across the road. I can smell the tuna from here. Find me a snack, then we can talk. Okay. Find a sandwich for Tuck. Is this where he was telling me to go? Oh, that looks like a real-life human. Hi. I'm taking this. Hello there, bud. You a good-looking one. Haven't seen your likes around my buses before. I would argue you're the rarer sight. Bear noises. Oh, what a good, kind-looking bud you are. I'm Oliver. I ran these buses here if it wasn't evident. Look at me, of course it's not evident. Bears don't take the bus. Do you take the bus? I've been in a broken-down tractor before. Does that count? Mild bear noises. I don't see why you couldn't either. You know what? Do you think you could do me a solid, bud? I've got this letter I've been dying to send, but I can't just leave my buses. There's not been any posts in, well, years. You probably know these places better than I do. Think you could find your way to Sawdust and give this to Beanie for me? Weird. She usually hangs around the Firewatch Tower. You're just gonna give this to a bear? I mean, alright. I will not argue. I will also take all of this stuff. Hang on. All of it. It's all mine. This is probably going to be another resort later on, but, unrelated. Find food. Sure did. Stale bread, crunchy cheese, weak old mustard. Just like Mom used to make. Right, you brutish charmer. Let you buy my special selection of swill. Here, I'll even let you have this one for free, but anything else comes at a price, and I don't mean that stinking human stuff. Tuck's Garbage has new items available. I mean real valuables. Ah, this is where I use the valuables. Okay. Stuff shelf for decorative objects. Accepts valuables as currency. Guess I'll leave behind garbage you can collect and use to buy valuables. How come I ain't seen you around here before? You used to come here all the time dumpster diving. Didn't take you for a criminal. No, it's not like that. My buddy Will always made me go, and it was only magazines and pamphlets, no bad stuff. Relax, my delinquent friend. I'm not gonna switch if you ain't. That is not the word. Snitch. Besides, I haven't seen looking at humans around here for a while. Not since the couple that ran around after the big inferno. What? Yeah, we used to never be allowed past the fence in the thicket. Now we walk around like we own the place. Never let anyone tell you that you don't. Anyways, humans coming back in droves, huh? It's pretty wild if you pull it off. Probably make a few folks pissy in the process. Listen, I got plenty of demands, so my business revolves around supply. Fuck, that was not English. No humans, no garbage to sell back to them. Especially slim pickings if we don't get any of the rich-looking kind. They dump the best junk. Tell you what, since you're fixing up the old shed for him, how about you do the same for the kiosk up here? Just to flock around the place like raccoons to a burger wrapper. It's me. I am raccoons. Just getting the hang of it, that sounds a lot more complicated. Nah, this is a one-and-done deal. We just need a couple of things to keep him distracted. The people will know all about it. He was here when this place was built. Who knows what kind of goods we'll have in the shop. Okay. Alright, oof. There's a lot going on there. Also, oh yeah, I need to purchase things. That's so weird. Okay, cardboard box, old drawers, janky floor mirror. Ooh. Oil wall lamp. Ooh, okay, how many valuables do I have? I have 55. I'm gonna get this oil wall lamp. I'm gonna get these old doors, and is this a... I'm gonna buy this bear painting. Thank you. Okay. Oh, hi, Will. And my child, my favorite apprentice. Don't worry, he's been calling me that all day. You get used to it. Look, I have it on very good authority that the kiosk up there is our next best shot at getting more humans to come. What authority is that exactly? Marvelous, the old travel kiosk was the jewel of Timber Crossing. It was one of the first things humans built here. Also, kind of like the pyramids. No, you'll actually find us... I'm not going to attempt that word. Tangle what? Yeah. I think we should spruce it up like we did with the shed. And that'll attract more humans and get us more money. Still want to know how you came up with that. It's a brilliant idea as usual, my son. Student. Yes, that's what I said. Take it back, you don't actually get used to it. Start right away, go in there, clear the place of rubble, and we'll get building. Well, I've already done that. But I do need to place items. I can probably... Hang on. Can I just... No, I can't. Okay. Put a bear painting here. Actually, I'm gonna put it right here. Ooh, right. They probably like lighting. Put that there, and I'm going to rotate this. Put it here. Alrighty. That's starting to look like anything. All clean. Wonderful. Now, if I remember everything's correctly, there are a few things humans looked for. I can make a couple, but I don't have everything I need to get them just right. There's a few oddities I need. I need a little bit of human literature. A book back home we could use is an old computer sitting under the tower in sawdust. And some sort of writing apparatus. I think the bus driver might have one in his little bus shack. Take your time, put together everything else in the meantime. Okay. So, hang on. Do I still have the... Yeah, I've still got to get that to level 3. I've got to get a fetch quest. Oh, hang on. What was that noise? Was that the... That's the human. Hi. Oh, sorry. Yeah, don't worry about the fact that a bear is running this place. Okay. So I don't think they enjoy that I'm around. Okay, but I've got to go to Sawdust anyways. So, to Black Moss. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna take all that. To Sawdust. Okay. So, right. What do I need from Sawdust? I need an old computer from Sawdust, and I also need to find Beanie, whoever that is. Also, the quest to get alligator weed is no longer there, so it's just, am I never going back home? Is this just my life now? Probably. Okay. It's telling me to go here, which I think, there's Beanie. Oh, I bet this is where the old computer is. Hello. Don't believe we've met yet. How'd you end up here? With my feetsies. Burbling bear noises. Physical activity is always a great idea. But you can understand me. Been through these woods a while. I think I get the gist of what you're saying. What am I saying right now? Actual literal bear noises. That's pretty unintelligible. I guess I could use the practice. Now I feel bad. Just yoking ya. It's a big softy like you doing all the way here. I'm looking for Beanie. I have something for her. That's just a nickname. Sabine. I'm Beanie. Or Sabine, if you're my mom. But I like Beanie. Nobody calls me that anymore. I told you that. Oliver the bus person. Oh, he's such a sweetheart. No wonder he trusted you. Let me see it. I can't believe you found it. Oh, you weasel. Was it? It's not a weasel. Though I understand the resemblance. No, he found the last page of our atlas. We made this ages ago. He'd barely gotten his driver's license, and I had a much smaller head. We mapped out the whole valley, figured out where to put bus stations for his buses and everything. I thought this burned up in the fire. Didn't know the fire was that big. So I know you came all this way, but could you get this thing back to him? I bet he doesn't even know I have the rest. Of course I can. Can I have this? It'll help you find your way back faster. Thanks. Thanks, Beanie. Oh, yes, perfect. Hey, can I help you with something? They're peaceful and quiet. These days, a little too quiet. See the compass, which unlocks area map view. Okay. Shows all important markers on maps in the vicinity. Okay. Organize. Character. Hi. Compass. Oh, grants access to the map. So if I have, hang on. Okay. I see. So if I've got the, I should probably go home and talk to his mom at some point. But hey, at least I didn't, lose the notebook. Yep. That's the biggest crack I've ever seen. Okay, where am I going? Right, this place needs to be fixed up with a copper plate, but I should probably save that because it might be needed for the kiosk. Book and spelling from the thicket. Okay. Hi. Still too low for anyone to notice, much less care. Okay. Return to Oliver. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Hey, Oliver. Back already, bud. Did you find Beanie? I did. Firming bear noises. You're the man, bud, or bear. So what did she say? She gave me this. But she found the rest of it. That's incredible. Drawing all this out with it was the most fun I ever had. Short of driving a bus, of course. Look, there's Sawdust and Highlight, and look, this is where we are. You probably don't even know what I'm on about. This valley's huge. There's places a bus couldn't even reach. I know, it's wild. Listen, I've been here for a while, just me and my buses. Just don't feel right for us to sit on our tires like this. No one's really needed me or my buses in a long time, but with all these new folks starting to visit and all, I think you should have this. And look, see where all these old bus stops are? If you manage to pick these up like you did with the old storage shed, I'll give you bus rides for free. Heck, I don't think bears have any pockets for money anyway. It's okay. Fair. Ooh, he gave me bus signs. First one's right next to the shed. How about it? Atlas unlocks world map. And then the world map button in the area map panel. Oh, stay away from her. You can see where Hank is in the world as well as which areas you've discovered. Excellent. Okay, but I do want to go to... Okay, this area is Timber Crossing, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, because he said that the, first bus stop was near Timber Crossing. Okay, let me put the compass on, because I wanna... No, hang on, not the compass. The Atlas. Oh, give me a second. Oh, geez, I've been recording for a long time, so actually, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to quit menu. Progress will be saved. Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, give me a sec. And I will catch you in the next episode. I did not realize I'd been going for 45 minutes. Yeah. So if you liked this video, leave me a comment telling me you did, you know, like the video. Physically press the like button. And I will see you next